Roberts? Red and white. So red is my favorite color. Yeah. Our family dog, you know, one thing I forgot, it's in my office. I normally bring a picture of our dog, but I didn't bring it this year. But we have a dog, his name is Jax, and he's a 3-year-old yellow Labrador Retriever. I'm sorry I didn't bring the picture. I got here in the parking lot, and I'm like, with all that traffic over at the high school, I don't have enough time to go back and get the picture. So maybe sometime I'll stop in and drop off the picture of our dog. Favorite food, pizza? With lots of pepperoni. And here's one, I need to bring it back in. Here's one, favorite snack, and many of you may have this, Doritos. So yes, I have a lot of meetings, and I have to sign a lot of papers as superintendent. We talked about the number of meetings. Do you like math, and how do you use it every day? I like math, and yes, I do use it every day, and I just gave you the example. I had to calculate about how many meetings. And what I did, it's not 30,000 exactly. So how many of you have ever heard the term estimate? Do you have estimate? Do you do any estimating? Okay. You probably heard about that. So what I did is I looked how many years I've been superintendent and about how many meetings I have each day, and then I did the calculations to estimate how many meetings that I've had. So yes, I do like math, and I do use it every day. Do you work with the principals? Work with all the principals. One of the major jobs that I do is I work with the principals to plan what goes on in the schools, and then I evaluate the principals as well. So I do their end of the year evaluation. So fortunately for you, and I see Dr. McKillop's back there, you have an outstanding principal. So that makes it easy. But all of you would say that, right? You have an outstanding principal there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Yes, so. Very so.
So what is the hardest thing about being a district leader? You know, well, the easiest and the hardest. So the easiest thing, let me talk first about what the hardest thing to do is. Sometimes I make decisions that people simply are not happy with. Like I mentioned, you think about the whole OJR Roberts community. So sometimes I'll make a decision and not everyone is going to be happy with it. Not everyone's going to like it. So that's hard because we all want to be nice and we all want to please people, but sometimes I make decisions that people aren't happy with. But remember what I said before, I try and make decisions that are in the best interest of students. And in this day and age, you can't make a decision that everyone's going to be happy with. The easiest thing about my job, I mentioned that before, and that's just working with the wonderful people here at OJR Roberts. Where do you work during the day? So my office, I'm in schools every day, so I get out to every school at least one time a week. So I'm in French Creek at least one time a week, usually more than that, but at least one time a week. But my office is over at the high school campus. So where all these, the high school and middle school, where the stadium is, my office is located over there. So that's my primary place. But I'm out in schools more than I'm in my office. How many emails do you get a day? Again, a little bit of math. I get anywhere between 40 emails and 75 emails a day. So that's on average. Which school do you visit the most? I visit this school quite a bit. This is probably up there, but I try and evenly divide my time. I try and get into each school, like I said, at least once a week. So there's not one that I visit the most, but this is one that I may be in this school a little bit more than the other schools. And I'm not allowed to say I have a favorite school because I have 7 schools. But if I were to pick one, I might be interested in the school I'm in right now. Okay, I'm back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you? And the bus driver says, "Great, thanks a lot." And there's the pigeon. Uh-oh, the bus driver's back. And the bus driver gets on his bus and drives away. But now look at the pigeon down here. Do we all see him? So the pigeon says, "Hey," because look what he sees now, these big trucks. So he's thinking he's going to try and move on to drive the big trucks next. But that,
Yeah, he wants to take over the bus too.
that is the end of this book. But again, I think this is a really good book for you to see where you can be a leader by making good decisions and following through. So